Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another crazy topic today. But first, introductions. My name is John. I'm here with my friends,
Dylan.
Liam.
And Kayla.
and we might not be friends after this because this topic is super spicy.
What do you mean?
What?
We're gonna be talking about uh, which movie remakes are the best.
Or the worst.
Or even needed.
Also including shows and games.
Oh, this is gonna get crazy. My first idea that I thought of when you guys said this was, do you guys think that sequels make movies and games better or worse?
I believe with enough time and care and patience and discipline, it can be done right, but if it's rushed, it's going to be a hot, steaming pile of garbage. I won't name any names, but it's about a cybernetic world.
Okay.
And yes.
Cyber Chase from PBS
Cyber
Kids.
Chaser, yes.
I thought we were talking about remakes, not sequels.
Well, we're just going to be pulling a Joe Rogan. Apparently today.
I was confused, so I just wanted to, clarify.
Well, that's okay.
So we're talking about sequels, kind of like the It sequel, or actually we could talk about the Godzilla. We're gonna talk about it in the meantime. I'm gonna talk about not in the meantime, but we're gonna talk about that soon. I was gonna mention Godzilla vs. Kong because that came out recently, and that does count as a remake. I enjoy it. What do you guys think?
I liked it.
I don't think it held a candle to the first one, but it was pretty good. I loved it.
Oh, you're a classic Gen 1er yeah.
Yes, Sean.
I thought it was so cute, and Godzilla they managed to make him kind of cute, I guess, with his
sexy
scaly
body.
No, but he did have very thick thighs, which I couldn't. Like,
what?
Wow.
What gym is he hitting? That's what my
Dang,
question is.
he must be squatting daily.
Strictly leg day.
Yeah, well, King Kong is always my favorite because, he's a gorilla, and I like gorillas. Anyways, what is a sequel that you guys didn't like as much as the first one?
Independence Day, I heard was bad. I didn't see the.
Then why are you mentioning it?
Because I know
I
people
didn't
that
see
have
it, but my
watched
friend said it was bad. What kind of credit is that?
Look, it was the first thing that popped into my mind. I could think of actually really good sequels, but I'm trying to think of a bad sequel right now.
Okay, I'm saying worse than the original one.
I mean, I think that goes for a lot of like movie sequels, at least the majority.
All right. Well, what I was gonna say was, something I liked it, but not as much as the first one, was The Incredibles, because
yes.
Listen.
Okay.
The Incredibles is very hard to surpass.
I guess so, but it was just so like cute. Not cute. It was
Gross.
so family oriented and good value oriented, and I just wanted to be entertained, not taught a lesson on good family structure and taking care of each other.
But that's the whole point of The Incredibles 1, is that they're a superhero family.
No, yeah, but it touches on this. This one didn't touch it. It hit it with a truck and then slammed it on top of you like a sledgehammer.
It took a lot of the serious topics out of the second one that they had in the first one.
Like what?
The first one, was hinting at marital problems, because Mrs. Incredibles, when Mr. Incredibles was on his job.
Oh yeah,
mission,
she thinks
she
he's
thought
cheating.
he was cheating.
Yes.
But he
So
doesn't.
that kind of leads up to him getting caught on the island, versus the second one is very more, I guess, family friendly in a way. Because they don't deal with such serious topics as the first one does.
All they do is parenting, and then parenting and taking care of your. Because at the end, I think one of them says, like, I took care of my brother because it's what I'm supposed to do.
It's the right thing.
Oh! Ew! Ew!
John, so
It just left me with some really strong feelings. Other than that, super great. On a side note, Dylan, you play a lot of video games, and so does Kayla and Liam.
yes.
I, however, am not the biggest master, but I'm open to the discussion of which are some things that you found were better or worse than another.
Red Dead 2, Dishonored 2, Infamous 2. Let's think.
Honesty 2, responsibility 2, happiness 2, sadness 2.
Sonic 06 should have never happened. I'm sorry, but that's just how I feel.
I don't know. I don't know anything about that game.
Oh, I'm a huge Sonic the Hedgehog fan still.
I like him as a character, but other than that, I don't know anything about
Well, you know, the basics is he's a hedgehog, right?
Yeah.
And he's blue.
Yeah.
Luigi's Mansion 3.
Mm.
For sure. I love that game. So good.
What are the things that you think is... So, when you're making a sequel,
Yeah.
you have to at least come close to how the first one is, okay? Otherwise, it's like a whole trashy big mess and everyone hates the whole franchise. For example, like the Star Wars movies were like really famous for their first ones, and then when they added that, they added the Clone Wars part, not the show but the movies,
Yes.
and then everyone was hating on those. But then when
I
they released The
personally
Force
like that.
Awakens, everyone was hating on those, and Clone Wars was okay again, which was a little bit weird. But you gotta do super good, so it's always a risk, because you can continue a franchise.
I'm waiting for the Iron Giant too, though. So
Cute.
you ever seen the first one?
I know it's about an iron giant, and he's made out of a lot of iron.
Yep.
And he's pretty giant, if you ask me.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the important thing about making a sequel to like any piece of media is really to expand on the story they already set up. The problem is when you make a sequel that is about something entirely different that still uses those same characters, it comes off as being patchy or just weird, and it doesn't work with what the first movie set up or first show, game, etc.
For sure. Kayla.
Yeah.
So, I'm wondering, what movie do you think needs a sequel?
Zootopia.
Aren't they making another one?
Oh, they are?
I think so.
Oh. Never mind then. I don't know.
Okay, if they are making a second sequel, supposing that is not true, what would you want it to be about? Spitball me some ideas.
I want it to be about the fox.
Yeah,
cool.
more about the fox.
Do you think it should expand on their love relationship? Kind of like Beastars.
No.
Like they're all...
Stop.
No, not like Beastars.
I don't know, because Zootopia in like a roundabout way had like topics of how to, I guess, racism, yes.
Yep.
So in the second one, if they do, I guess, expand on their relationship in like a romantic way, would it be kind of like hinting at what interracial couples kind of deal with?
I do like these movies for dealing with risky topics. Not risky. It shouldn't be risky, but touchy subjects in a cartoon manner that kids and adults can understand better.
When we watched Soul.
Oh
yeah.
Not the Soul is so good. I recommended it to so many people. I was on Omegle with my cousin.
What were you on there?
Well, it's
Don't
a
ask.
crazy Saturday night, you know. And then, I recommended everyone was just going on there for therapy, and I was like, you should watch Soul. You should watch Soul. You should watch Soul. It's so good. I don't think Soul would need a remake though, or not a remake.
You mean a sequel?
How would you make a sequel?
Because he's not gonna die. He's not gonna. What the heck?
Unless they try to tell a story about
22.
About 22 and her story after the events of the first one. I know I'm not gonna spoil it, I'm not spoiling it, but that's all I'm gonna say about it.
Interesting.
I thought 22 was genderless.
22 is genderless.
Yeah.
You said she.
Oh my bad. Sorry. She uses the they use the female voice. So that's why I got confused.
It's by Tina Fey. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
Wait, this is related to what you just said, and nothing related to sequels. But did you know that how often it is that when people refer to a non-living object like a tree or like a
rock.
Yeah. They're like as like cute or something. Oh, he's so cute.
Oh, yeah.
And the guys always say he and the girls are more likely to say she.
I just call it. Cause like I'm not just gonna call a random rock in like the park.
Transition time. Transition time. Speaking of it, we both watched the sequel together, didn't we?
Yes,
Yeah, and you didn't like
there.
it.
Don't forget about me. I was there.
I didn't watch the movie, so I will have nothing to add to this conversation.
All right. Crabby Morning, triple team, not Kayla, unite. This is what I thought. I thought it is a horror movie, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah?
Uh-huh.
But the second one was like a combination of comedy and
More so leaning on the comedy.
and horror. And it leaned so much on the comedy that it didn't feel that much like a horror movie.
Nope.
I didn't feel any tension really whatsoever throughout the entire movie.
And let me preface,
Okay.
I'm scared of everything. Everything.
Mhm.
After watching that first movie, I was looking inside the drain waiting for a little hands to grab me. I was running home from Dylan's house. I was looking around the corner every time I was running in the rain. What? And then the second one comes along and I'm like,
see a paper boat?
oh, well, that's over. What?
Did you see a paper boat?
No.
Okay, good.
Did you see a red balloon come out of the sewer drain?
Actually, I'm not scared of balloons.
Well, that's a signal that he's going to be around.
No,
Yeah.
because not if you are nice.
Well, if you're not afraid of him.
Yeah, I ain't scared.
There you go. You got nothing to worry about.
Liam, you were about to say something.
Oh, I was just saying, probably the only scene that I was kind of a little nervous about or had some tension was when they're at the baseball game or something, and the little girl sees it and is like, "Oh, look at this creepy clown hiding under the bleachers," and he's like, "Oh, look, come over here. You want some popcorn and candy?" I'm like, why is she walking towards him?
Listen, when you are in need of a friend, you look in all sorts of places. And for her, it was that clown.
And it ate her.
Shh. You're not. This is a informational session, but not necessarily a spoiler session.
I mean,
But you guys are making this session expired with how many?
we are like
how
spoiled.
you're
spoiled.
You're
milk.
spoil. Yes. Ugh. But I do get excited when I see sequels. Like Frozen. Frozen was wild.
I never saw it.
Thoughts on Frozen 2?
I actually liked
It was
Frozen
so
2.
beautiful and the songs
Yeah.
were so nice. But the last
That
song
one
was very
song.
depressing.
Mm.
Well, all the words were like, I'm in a dark, dark place. Once again, exploring touchy subjects in a manner that is less depressing because it's in a cartoon. Didn't I mean to say depressing. I meant
Does that
sad.
weaken the message, though?
It does weaken the message, but you don't need to have a big sign saying it's okay that your parents are dead. Like what? Like you hear
Okay.
stuff
Look.
like that.
It depends on if you do it right.
Spoilers.
Like,
No,
if-
literally.
Wow, John.
Dylan,
you just went back on what you were saying. Oh, I was gonna say that oh shoot, what did I say? Dude, I forgot what I said. What was I gonna say?
I have no
It was
idea.
something about, we asked, would it weaken the message? And then you were about to say, like, something.
Oh, it was about to weaken the message, because if you don't do it in the right way, like, then it just comes off as cheesy and, like, one of those movies where it's like, oh, I'm going to teach you a lesson today. But, like, you can't take it seriously because it's not a well-structured story.
What about John Wick?
John Wick has a lot of of messages that it could convey. Like,
Don't kill people's dogs.
yes.
So I'm just saying that it doesn't weaken it needs to be weakened for people to understand it. You can't have or to be able to comprehend it without it being so forthcoming. Like you're not talking down to them saying this is how it needs to be. If it's just suggested like it is in these movies, then I think it touches the heart. Like it seeps in through the cracks.
My cold dead heart.
Liam, your heart is no longer cold and dead because it is filled with the friendship of Crabby Morning.
I will say one thing that I just thought of. So if a movie's trying to nod at a serious topic but doesn't say it outright, sometimes especially the younger audience won't get it if they don't have exposure to that type of stuff. For example, let me contrast that with how we'll watch cartoons as kids and there'll be a dirty joke that goes over our heads. And
we're not. That's we're not supposed to comprehend the dirty jokes, and that's why they made it like that.
That's what I'm saying is it's both the same thing where if you can't comprehend the message that it's trying to convey, then how can you learn anything from
because it doesn't apply to your life, so you don't pay attention to it. If it applies to your life, then it helps you a little more.
Then what's the point of watching the movie if you're not going to get the message that it was trying to convey
because
to you?
When you after it happens to you and you think about it, you're like, oh, that's what it meant, but you don't think about it at the time.
I'm not saying solely for entertainment necessarily. I'm saying for the movie for the media that's specifically trying to convey a message and try to do both at the same time.
Sometimes if you watch a movie more than once, you can notice more things.
Yeah, I watched Frozen 10 times.
With just watching it once and never again, you kind of miss a lot of stuff. But if you watch it over and over again, you pick up more and more things you might have missed.
Yes. Prepare to get absolutely roasted, Dylan. I didn't think we were gonna be completely burning you with how much Kayla just dropped knowledge. I think that is a nice thought, Kayla. Good work.
You.
I think that's enough for today because this is getting too spicy.
Dude, are you gonna read my question?
Prepare for our question of the day. Here it is today. Dylan, why don't you read the question?
What is a remake that you genuinely liked better than the original? Also, do you think Hollywood has gone too far with its remakes? Thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys for watching Crabby Morning.
Like and subscribe.
Goodness gracious.